Hello there, welcome back to Nagaur. Last time we started to fix our issues with, well, the annoyance that is Bamanis right now. They're messing up everything. That's the long story short. And of course, I'll be researching. I'll be recovering the how should I put this? I'll be aiming at recovering the provinces that are currently under siege by nationalists, so that should be fine. Now, interestingly enough, Mevar doesn't actually have the tech to do much. So I think, again, I think Mevar has actually run its course. The plan is more or less this: once they have been giving Ahmabad here, I'm going to annex them. They've done their job. Basically, they've done their job. They have been helpful, but there's just some limits, especially also with having to deal with Bamanis right now. I have Persia. They're going to be a very big, very powerful ally, most likely, thanks to the fact they are, for starters, Muslim, and second of all, they are 4 techs ahead in military. So definitely going to be more helpful to just annex Mevar now rather than continuing this nonsense. And I'm also kind of tempted to get rid of Patiala and Bamanis too, just to, well, make it easier on myself. I'll probably go for vassalization of some other countries just to keep things going. But we'll have to wait and see here. At least now when I'm at war, people will actually start doing things, like Bamanis recovering their province here, Mevar doing some sieging on their own, and basically people seem to be, or rather my vassals seem to actually learn what to do right now. But I forgot to say what we did last time. Last time we had a lot of fun by, well, basically just declaring another war on Timurids. The Karas, or Karakonlu, did most of the job for us, and Persia got some more provinces. They're starting to look fairly good here. So if I just continue to play my cards right here, we should be able to recreate Persia fairly soon. Of course, we will have to fight the Timurids more, well, likely sooner rather than later. And with that in mind, we probably will have to deal with the Ottomans too, hopefully through an alliance to get rid of Kara. And worst case scenario here, I'll just have to upgrade my tech to Ottoman rather than European. But I should be able to make something work here. We also have the Commonwealth here. I haven't actually seen this in, well, a regular game too often. Commonwealth has been created. We also have a very big Muscovy. Not really that surprising. I'm a little bit unsure if I actually want to do anything with Muscovy right now, but I think I'll just leave things as they are. There's not really too much I can do. And again, Brandenburg is still eating, Würzburg is still eating, Mainz is still eating, Oldenburg is kind of falling to Salads here, so that's going to be interesting. I think Denmark is actually having issues with peasants of all things. So yeah, things are definitely looking interesting in Europe in terms of actually getting to conquer Germany. It's probably going to be difficult no matter what happens. Oh, you now have internal conflicts. You have 4 provinces that are free. Sorry, 3. So yeah, internal conflicts is definitely the case. They have actually taken Riga and some other provinces, so half of their provinces have been sieged, so to speak. But yeah, we definitely have to deal with, I think I'll just march on these rebels now, because it's easier that. And guess what? We have a terrain modifier. -1. So that's a pain in the ass, but I think I'll just try and keep this war going, just to allow my manpower to recover a little bit, so that I don't get the insufficient manpower disaster looming. Now, how do Kara feel about me now? They still love me, so let us go ahead and get that Roman marriage back up and running as soon as we can. Now, interestingly enough, due to the fact that I actually am getting points right now, it seems like, no, Bengal, you are not interesting as a royal marriage. I'll probably get rid of the alliance too, if it wasn't for aggressive expansion. So, that's the thing. Conquer Chandari, the rival of our rival, or protect against Delhi. I guess we'll take that one. And fight Delhi. Because we can. Again, they're allied with Bengal, which is a little bit annoying. But same goes for Malva, so it's not really, I don't really have too many options in terms of who do I want to declare war on. Patiala hasn't fabricated any claims on the area either, so I can't use them to my advantage. So I think I'll just sit back and wait right now, and keep on finding nationalists that pop up in Bamanes. Question, have you guys gotten yourself positive stability yet? No, you haven't. You haven't dealt with your war exhaustion either, so again, I should probably just get to peace for their sake more so than anything else. Boom, Gujarat has been annexed, and let us sell said province to Mewar for free. They don't want it because it's not the same religious group. It's Shia actually, so why don't we just sell it to Burmanistan instead? Overextended, does not accept the culture. Well, then we'll color it ourselves. Doesn't matter. And again, yeah, I'll just go for, I think, an annexation of Mewar. It's going to cost me a whopping 469 power, and it's going to take 10 years, but we'll start now, because there's no reason to wait any longer. And yeah, I think we'll end up in wars with Malva. That's basically a given. But I'm a little bit unsure how I want to handle or play a war against Malva. And for now, we'll just go ahead, walk down. We'll have to deal with those rebels sooner rather than later. That's the gist of it. If Burmanis didn't actually have the internal troubles right now, I would definitely be going for a war against Malva and Delhi. But it seems like internal troubles have basically been boosted beyond belief, because it's everywhere. It's happening to every country, everywhere on the globe. But what are the chances of the negative terrain modifiers in the area? I need to check this. Jungle, jungle, jungle. So basically jungle equals guaranteed -1 from attacking, except if you're an AI. Yeah, that seems to be the case. But anyways, I'm really tempted to just start this war, to be perfectly honest. But again, I need Burmanis and everyone to just recover a little bit. I can't find the war of my own. I do have just too little manpower for that. So again, it's kind of tempting also just try and power through in terms of, well, how should I put this? In terms of admin tech to level 10. Just so I can get quantity, so I can field larger armies. It's mostly just the fact that yeah, I need the manpower. But we'll see. For now, we'll just sit peacefully by here and see what happens. I might just go for annexation of Patiala too. It would probably be for the best, to be perfectly honest. But for now, I'll just sit by and see what happens. Patiala has reached the end of their internal conflicts, which is wonderful. And funnily enough, the Ottomans are actually friendly towards me. So I should probably not waste this chance and actually declare a no casus belli war on the Mamluks. That could actually work, provided of course that this counts as a province nearby. If not, I'll probably just have to take these two and hand this one over, or this one for that instance, over to Venice. That could work. But I think it's worth it to just sacrifice another diplomatic point now, get in alliance with the Ottomans rather than Bengal. So we're going to cancel our alliance with Bengal, and we're going to ally ourselves with the Ottomans instead, because they're more powerful, they will be more useful in terms of getting to Europe. And if I play my cards right now, I could potentially get myself into war with a European nation like Serbia, for instance. Then we'll get next to Hungary, or Venice for that matter. That could work. But again, coring is going to be the big issue. So I think again, if I can just get to the Mamluks, just get through here, coring wise, then I get to Serbia, then that will work perfectly. So the fact that I can ally myself now with the Ottomans is wonderful. The alliance will be important to keep, I think. And they actually have a weak heir. That's the funnier. They have a weak claimed heir. So if you consider that into the equation, and also the Persian patriots here, a lot of them, things could definitely get really, really interesting here. And again, the sense that, like the Golden Horde game, I might get the Ottomans in a lucky union. Boom. Germany should be easily conquered with that. But we'll have to see here. I'm just dreaming. Oh, sweet dreams. But it's definitely a possibility if I'm lucky. So we'll have to see here. With Kara and the Ottomans, however, any war against the Timurids should be easy. Any war against anyone here should be easy. Oman, declaring war on them, bringing in, or rather declaring war on Oman after getting Persia done, using the Ottomans to fight Kara. That could be a wonderful plan. That could definitely work in my advantage. I'm pretty sure none of these will dare to attack me from behind, thanks to the fact that I do have the alliances going. So if I can just keep sure that Burmanis here gets their cause up and running, then everything will be good. The only problem, of course, is the fact that they are incredibly poor at converting the provinces. They have humanist and trade ideas, so people got pissed. Arrogant administrators. But again, here, Persian patriots, a ton of them. So I might not have to fight more than one more war against the Timurids. before we have Persia completed. And it will be really interesting. It seems like, oh god damn it, there's sieges in a lot of the provinces, or rather there were 2 here, 3. So it's going to be interesting to see in a very short time how the rebels are actually doing. But for now, I'll sit by and see what happens. Please, Persia, don't be stupid. Don't give them... Why do you do this to me? Why do you give them military access? Seriously, if I hate them and they hate me, the AI vassal should not allow military access for the Timurids. That should basically not be a thing. And as you can see here, Persia gives military access to Timurids. I should be able to slap them on their head and tell them, don't do that. Seriously. Rebels are doing the work for you. Why do you not want land so much? It's just absurd. But we are going to take a humanist idea here. Tolerance of heathens plus 3. Very useful. And we also get a plus 10% to idea cost. So again, religion-wise, we're basically very tolerant. We don't hate anyone. We'll have a 2 as a minimum against, well, a lot of people. So it's positive. The royal marriage with Mevar ended. We don't have any need to replenish that. It will work without it. But as you can see, there's currently evangelical union. So, well, it's going to be interesting. Religious holy war has started within the empire. And funnily enough, we have Great Britain on the side of the Protestants and Brandenburg as well. Hopefully, it will go like this in my Sweden game. We have Bohemia. I thought Poland there for a moment, but it would be the Commonwealth now. But again, it will be interesting to see how that works out in my game. Hopefully I'll have a strong Britain to join in, and if I'm really lucky, the French. But that's doubtful. Unfortunately, again, I need to end this early. I'm unfortunately going to be away all next week, or the week that this is airing. So I'm sorry for the short episodes, but we are at least making some progress. We have started the annexation of Mevar. We are watching Timurids fall apart. How are we doing in terms of troops? 58. We have to wait a while. Bamanis is starting to move up their troops, so they'll probably soon be able to deal with their noble rebels. And Patiala and Mevar is actually all growing. So, if I can make something work here, like a war against Malva and Delhi, then I should be able to make some fairly good growth here. But I need a new vassal, and Tirhut is kind of looking like a hot candidate, but they're kind of a little bit too powerful. So, Nepal could be one for Hindu in the north. And potentially I might go for stealing or taking Vanad. Didn't work. I think I'll go for Malabar then. So we'll have to see how that works. If I can vassalize Malabar and also take Vanad in the same move. Ceylon is another potential target, but they're Buddhist, so we'll have to see. There's a lot of potential here. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and feel free to shout out Persia giving the Timurids military access, because what they're doing is just silly. I'll see you next time. Bye.